Welcome, everybody, to the SUP podcast. I am one of your hosts, Chris Cheney. Across from me, we have my two partners in crime. We have Luke Trevisi. What's up, buddy?
What's up, everybody?
We got Lawrence Deloach. What's good, bro?
Dylan, bro. What's up, man?
And then we have a special guest today, one of the fan favorites, Atlanta's own, Robert Haze, buddy. What's up?
Yo, the MVP, Rob Haze right here.
Yeah, and we need you to come through just because, Atlanta be cracking right now.
Hey, man, Atlanta's always cracking. You know what I'm saying? Back to crisscross, who was cracking back then. You know what I'm saying? Backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
TLC.
what Chris was trying to say is, Atlanta's doing very well right now. You guys are in the news. You have hit mainstream levels that we haven't seen in a long time. Versus had their probably their most scrutinized and watched battle of Jeezy versus Gucci Mane. And you're from Atlanta, so I want to know what the fuck was the temperature, man, in Atlanta? What were people talking about in Georgia, bro?
I mean, it really just was it was a generational divide. Not even generational, but just like, there was a mixtapes versus hits divide, and there was a separation on two different ways to go about a situation, two different interpretations of a situation. What I found myself doing, I was kind of torn. I felt like it was too close to call personally with my personal taste. I had Jeezy edging out Gucci by one, but I also had 9 ties. And so me having 9 ties, that's pretty much like
9 ties. Yo, that is because you're a purist then, because like you really are in the middle. To have 9 ties is crazy.
That's a lot of
9 ties, but if there was too many things that it was like, I don't like comparing these, like I know what All There does, but there wouldn't be an All There without bricks, like it's just one of those things where I hate the bias. I hate the people who are in one place and they only know the Jeezy records, so then they only voted for the Jeezy records. If you don't know Gucci's mixtape stuff, then this wasn't the battle for you to score. This wasn't the battle, go just rescore DJ Premier and RZA. You know what I'm saying? Just rescore something Like, don't come over here and it's 2 things playing, and one is one song to you is a classic, but both songs to me is a classic. When I hear I'm a Dog, like that was a game changer. When you out, that was a game changer. Like that was a song everybody liked. Whether you were the thug everybody was scared of, whether you was, the biggest, it don't matter. It don't matter who you were. When I'm a Dog came on, everybody was happy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things where the beef and the situation, I feel like affected Gucci's life way more than Jeezy's life. And a lot of Gucci's music and a lot of Gucci not being able to travel, being able to tour, being able to leave the city had an effect on his career too. Maybe we don't get all those mixtapes if he goes on a tour and links up with this person and travels and has these different experiences. Maybe Gucci Mane's totally different,
Well,
But all that being said, I don't really like talking about it to people who don't, not as familiar with the Gucci side of things. So I've been kind of, even though Jeezy won in my personal opinion, I've been kind of arguing more for the Gucci because I really am against the idea that it was a blowout.
I don't think it was a blowout, but I think a lot of people kind of got turned off that Gucci. I think he kind of it felt like, obviously there was a lot of anger coming from Gucci in terms of, the story of, Jeezy putting a $10,000, bounty on a chain and then Gucci, killing one of, BMF Jeezy's associates.
Allegedly, yes.
Allegedly, but I mean, we have, it's the court records basically said, or not the court records, but it was said that this was in self-defense.
Yeah.
So I think, what I'm saying also is, Gucci has over 70 mixtapes that he's released. And when you're comparing a guy in Jeezy who was behind a major record label in Def Jam, and he was doing, tracks with at Jay-Z and Akon and Rick Ross and Kanye West, and then you have a guy like Gucci, you're gonna know the Jeezy stuff. Like you are. It's just the way it is. I mean, when Jeezy's playing songs off his first album that, multi-platinum, the Gucci mixtapes. But what I'm saying to you is, and this is what I'm going to say, I did feel like, yes, Jeezy did win, but also at the same time, Gucci had so many hits that I was like, oh shit, I remember this. And there were songs that he left on the table. I wanted to hear Freaky Girl.
Definitely.
I wanted to hear Freaky Girl.
You in Magic City. But see, the only way that no violence happens is the magical place that is Magic City. But I don't understand why Magic City they didn't play Freaky Girl, they didn't play Go Ahead, they didn't play Super Freak, they didn't, they left a lot of feminine energy that could have helped the situation on the table. It was a lot of testosterone on that stripper stage at one time.
And that's what I definitely agree with you on. I felt like, God damn, every song was just like it was like like you said, the hardcore shit. And a lot of times, like, even when you look at another versus like a Rick Ross versus 2 Chainz, they played the stripper music. They played Rick Ross had strippers. Chainz had strippers come out. You know what I'm saying? So,
and Rick Ross had the
massage.
masseuse, and he
the
was
massage
like,
was great.
He was like, no, but get my neck though.
You look at DMX and Snoop. They had the songs that women would enjoy. It just felt like these two guys were just playing, and I feel like Jeezy would have played more, but Gucci was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna shoot every shot at you.
But don't act like Gucci didn't have records with big people too. Gucci had a record with Mariah Carey. Gucci had a record with Bruno Mars. Gucci got records with, all kind of people. I just think Gucci played 5 diss records.
That was the problem.
I've never seen anyone play a diss record in a versus.
And that was the problem.
No, I think what happens is we take precedence. We give precedence too much value. Versus is a new thing. It is not even a year old. It's a new phenomenon. And when it started, it was one thing, and it's turned into something very similar. But that doesn't mean that's what it's always going to be. We watch smack all the time. We watch rap battles all the time. If there were 2 artists that has a ton of diss records against each other, that might be a totally different scenario than a celebration, play your top hits. Because honestly, these are 2 artists who probably don't care about their top hits. And their core fans probably don't care about their top hits. So why on the biggest stage do I gotta play Go Hard with Rihanna and you gotta play Obsessed with Mariah Carey because those hits did so well?
I think you've seen in the past. I think you've seen in past verses. I think that's what it's more of a nostalgia thing with a lot of these artists, where they play songs that people are like, oh my God, that was crazy. And people have gotten mad, like, damn, why did they leave this off the bone? Like so people want that in this. What happened was Gucci immediately, the first song was a fucking diss record, and that set the tone for how.
Hell yeah, it did. It was that was fucking awesome.
It was great, so perfect.
So the thing is that this is the verses that I think most people want, like the history, the tension. Like, they had a conversation beforehand, because after he played the one where he's talking about Pookie, he was like, Jeezy started doing his, like, not rant, but he started doing his little, like, lecture thing. And he was like, yo, I told you I was going to play this shit. Like, I told you. So they had a conversation prior, right? So it had that planned aspect to it.
Jeezy plays bitch, get your mind right. I
Yeah.
don't know what you think message that was trying to send, but that was, you know what I'm saying? I think both of them did what they do. Gucci was the dude that he is, and Jeezy was the motivational speaker trying to motivate the thugs. Gucci was the thug, and Jeezy was the, you know, the thug motivation. Like, I feel like they both were themselves. But that being said, you know, just because here's the thing with producers, the biggest hit matters. Songwriters, the biggest hit matters. But with rap, it could be different. And I think that, you know, as someone who watched mixtapes and their progression, tape records, just because, you know, they're streamable now. If you need to catch up, you can go catch up. You pay that $10 a month, you might as well do something with it. You know what I'm saying? That money gonna go to a DJ somewhere. But hey, I feel like, you know, like let's not discount mixtapes. Like, that's not what we spend a lot of our time listening to, a lot of our time loving. Just because Fab picked the wrong mixtape joints don't mean that you can't have a mixtape run in a verses.
No, I definitely agree with you. I do want to switch it up a little bit. You guys, one thing that both rappers did say, and a lot of people said after the verses, that it was definitely for the culture. And I do like that statement, because I feel like Jeezy was one of the first rappers that really took the merch game to another level.
Oh, facts. That's my friend Eric in high school got suspended for wearing a snowman shirt.
I think everyone I remember, you know, I had the snowman shirt. I was wearing it when I was in college. I was wearing it to classes. You know, people knew what it was. The professors did not. But that shirt it's so historical, because I mean that shirt went national, where the CNN was reporting it, local news was reporting it. It was banned, like, you know, it was you can't ban the snowman, and I just want to say that, like, you know, yeah, these two guys are both in their 40s, but they have kind of, well, Jeezy, in terms of the shirt, how iconic it is, it also laid forth a blueprint of rappers, I think, getting a symbolic merch that they're able to run with and make hella money off of.
Yeah, the branding by them.
Jeezy didn't even make a lot of the money off of the snowman as much as it was taking place. Like,
well, it was bootlegged a lot. Yeah.
It was bootlegged a lot, and it wasn't frowned upon. It was looked at as like, where else am I gonna get it?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But also, Lawrence, if you showed up to my office hours in a snowman shirt, you getting whatever grade you want. I already know it. 05, I'm terrified. If somebody show up and they got on a snowman shirt,
bro,
it's a wrap.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I remember, like I said, I always talk about, I say, yo, I remember wearing it in school, and my professor was like, why is he so angry? You know what I mean? And it was just one of those things, man. It was like, if you knew, you knew. And it's interesting, because I do want to kind of like not change lanes a little bit, but I do want to talk about this, because I think everyone was trying to not everyone, but a lot of people have capitalized off of Gucci and Jeezy.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw one of the biggest rappers in the game, who is fucking a merch peddler, and he's a Kardashian, Travis Scott.
Oh shit!
That was a typical Kardashian move. He fucking sold Gucci and Jeezy merchandise, had nothing to do with it, and it's just like, what are your thoughts on Travis? Like, what the fuck, man?
I appreciate it, because if I see somebody with that shirt on, I already know they're not official.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I
Boom.
appreciate it. Like, weed them out. Show me who, if you got Cactus Jack on top of Gucci and Jeezy's chain, then it's like, bet. I already know who you. I'm not talking music with you, buddy.
That's similar to the aspect I was saying about the PlayStation shit. He's like hoard himself out too quickly. He started off with like a ton of respect. It was building very casual, like very rapidly, but like at a steady pace. And now he just like threw that respect right out the window.
started with.
But if I successfully sell McDonald's merch, also haven't gotten my shirt yet. It's been 3 months. You know, they sent me an email last week.
You haven't gotten your merch yet?
They sent me an email last week saying, "Hey, we need 3 more months." Actually, they said we need 9 to 15 more weeks. Like that's
Oh
gonna
my
make it smaller.
Jeez,
Yeah.
bro.
So I don't know if Stormy making it by hand or what's going on, but anyway, I feel like the McDonald's thing was a brand risk, and when after that's successful, I'm probably thinking, oh, I could sell anything.
Yeah.
I
Well,
could
why-
sell anything.
What
I
would
got
make you
these
say,
fools buying McNugget pillows? It's a wrap.
Rob? What would make you say it's a risk? Because to me, it's just like, yo, this guy is collaborating with one of the biggest entities.
Public image?
Historically there was a selling out was a thing, and I think that his crowd and their opinions on McDonald's, their opinions on big corporations, their opinions on fast food might not align like he thought. There were some risk involved. There were some, just because he messes with McDonald's doesn't mean the Travis Scott fan in 2020 messes with McDonald's. Doesn't mean getting next to a big company in a pandemic is necessarily going to work. So I think there were some risks. Like, it was successful, but I do think that there were some risks. And after those risks were, avoided, then it's like, oh, well, maybe I could do anything.
Well, I look at Travis Scott. I mean, his fan base is fucking young kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you look at, you look at the majority of Travis Scott fans. What is it? They're teenagers, they're early 20s, mid 20s. Like that's like the Travis, because that's the Travis Scott generation. So him pairing with McDonald's, that's par for the course for me. I mean, that's big. The fact that Trav was, like, how many people had their own specialty sandwich? Michael Jordan, Travis Scott.
Well, the other thing is, though, dude, is he's doing less and less with each new brand partnership. The company is bigger, but he's less a part of it. Now he's at the point where he didn't even fucking do anything. He took other people's iconic shit and put them on a shirt and put Cactus Jack on the back.
Well, that's what I
He
was
also
going to say.
said TM 1017 instead of, TM 101.
101,
And
102,
1017. So, he took those things, put them together. So,
yeah, it definitely felt culture. I mean, felt very extremely vulture-ish. I didn't
ain't
like
the
that.
PlayStations.
The
PlayStation Dunks, I ain't like them.
It's extremely, it's hype. Everyone, you get a pair, you flip it for $10,000 and call it a day.
Yeah, we shitted on all of them it looks like Nike Talk got together, like colorblind Nike Talk got together, and they just imagined some shit. You know what I mean? It's like not, and plus there's only 5, which all the StockX sales they've been reported, I guess, were taken back because they weren't real. Like kids fucking around on StockX trying to get like $10,000 for no reason.
Shout out to Nike Talk. I don't know why they just caught that straight, but
nah, you know what I mean though. There's like those imagine what if threads. At least from back in the day.
Hey, that was early in the Photoshop though. If you knew how to do that, you know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, how you turn the 12s that color? Oh, that's crazy.
Yo, Billy, I had some people confused when I first learned Photoshop. That was like some of the first shit I was doing. I was making my own dunks and shit. Well, to be real, they were pumps, Reebok pumps. But you guys know what I'm saying. I had some confused people going like, "How Reebok's doing what? When?
Why would Reebok do this?"
No, keep going. You got it, Al.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
No, just to kind of push forward. I mean, like, there's a lot of things that we can imagine. You know what I mean? That in particular, it seems like this weird imaginary thing, but there's a lot of hypotheticals that we could sort of live and talk with. Like, did you guys see that? Like the what if for a Nike or for a shoe deal? The shit that I sent you guys.
Yeah, I've seen it.
No, what's that?
Well, I'm gonna pull it up right now. So basically, there was this hypothetical where it's like, if you could pick your sneaker deal, what would it be? And they give you some parameters. I'm gonna throw it up right now.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
You already know what I'm choosing.
No, tell us. I don't know what you're choosing.
You don't know what I'm choosing?
Mm-mm.
Well, I'm torn between two.
You don't know what you're choosing. How was I supposed to know?
I'm torn between two. I'm either taking the 100 million with MB because I already rock with MB's heavy, or I'm going with Adidas and you know what I'm saying,
The Ye collab?
making the Yeezys.
I'm personally going Jordan. I thought you were going to go Reebok.
No, shut up. No, I'm going Jordan. Just
I don't know if
because
I'm gonna make it the
55.
55, man. You know what I'm saying? I need that bread now. Like I'm not wilding like I was wilding back then. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, the thing that I liked was you have access to all Jordans. Now we're very aware that Jordan can be stingy with what silhouettes they give to people, but if I have access to all of them,
wait, I could get the zeros?
Don't stop. Don't you dare do that.
hey, you give me a couple $1,000, I'm gonna have access to all the Jordans I want. Like
That's also
that
true.
ain't to me, that ain't worth me, I can do a shoe with Ye, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. They get paid, it's a wrap.
True. Okay. What about you, Ella? Do you give this any thought?
Yeah, I mean, I did. As a Nike boy, I kind of, but at the same time, it's like no. I'm not gonna take the 10 million, especially when there's 100 million on the table. I think I would probably go New Balance. I mean, you can make some great. You can have some good collabs.
You
Make
go
some
Kawhi
money.
Leonard on it?
You can go, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think I would take New Balance.
New Balance, because then I already rock with all the Amy Leon Dores, so then I would just have multiple. Then because when I wear them, I do gotta walk funny. Like, all right, I gotta keep these things fresh. You know what I'm saying? I like them too much for them to get messed up. So then I could just be kicking around in the Amy's. That'd be crazy.
There's not enough talk about how you have to act completely different when you put a new pair of shoes on that you want to wear but not fuck up.
Yeah, you got to walk different. You got to walk on the balls of your feet or something.
You got tiptoe, baby steps.
Tiptoe.
It depends on the shoe. It depends on the shoe and the shape of the shoe.
And material.
Yeah.
I started buying those things to put on your heel to prevent the heel drag, but I don't know if they help. I feel like they are helping me not drag my heels as much because look, my ones are like the heel is through.
Got you. Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like that's how, I don't know if that's how I walk or what, but
how old are those shoes though?
5.
Yeah, I mean that's 5 years of stomping around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they look like they from 85.
That's because you was also trying to run around and like you were really stomping around, bro.
Yeah, no. Those are shoes. When I brought them to New York, it was like a wrap. Like getting off the train, walking through Brooklyn. Yeah.
Wait, Luke, what did you say? What was your deal pick?
I gotta go with Adidas. Come on, man. I want to see with everything that Ye's working on, and just be like, make these look like Yu Yu Hakusho shoes. I don't know.
Wow, nobody is showing any Reebok love or Puma love.
Well, we 2% stake in Puma brand. I don't know, bro.
You don't get a signature shoe with Puma.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I'm not wearing souped up Clydes for the rest of my life. Like, I'm cool on that.
I mean, that's fair. I don't need a signature shoe. I'm cool. I'll take the Jordans. I'll just now I don't have to worry about getting them or fucking trying to find whatever. Like I'll just take that. I don't need a signature shoe. It's so cool.
But you wouldn't. I mean, you wouldn't take the money though. Sometimes it's about that bread too.
Yeah, sometimes it is, but I mean, part of happiness comes from like getting what you want. And if I'm getting all the Jordans I want, I'm pretty sure I'll be pretty happy. Also, 15 mil is a lot of money, so I'm not trying to sleep on that.
I'd be happy with the Nike deal, but at the same time, that I don't know if that's the best on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like you got access to all Nike shoes. It's like, bet I'm gonna just wear penny twos every day for the rest of my life and chill on this $10 million. That's cool too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, also the other thing too, there's nothing stopping me from getting all the Jordans I want, and then I'll just go customize them myself, and then boom, there you go. That's my signature shoe, and I get the 15.
I wish they would get mad if I wear some Jordans with Nike on the back of them. Oh, it sue me.
Wait, you've been just because we've already mentioned bootlegs before, and you just now, did you follow any of that Warren Lotus shit? You know what we're talking about when I say that?
Oh yeah.
All right, so
yeah, I regret not getting one of those.
So you mentioned you were okay with the bootlegging of the Jeezy shit, right? So, but what are your feelings on like bootleg in general today?
Because where I was in life at that time, that would have just put a target on me. I didn't have enough juice to get that off, so I never personally had it, but I understood it. You know what I'm saying?
Got you,
guys. This is an interesting time, man, of the year. We're in the fourth quarter, holiday season. We got Thanksgiving coming up in a few days, which means Black Friday, which means holiday shopping. Are you in the holiday mood right now?
Yeah.
No. Shopping wise, I'm not talking about food wise and things like that. I'm talking about like shopping. Like, do you feel like, all right, like I'm gonna get a lot of deals, or what's going on? What are you thinking?
Bro, I'm trying to move shit. I have 3 pairs of sneakers I bought last week. I need to do something with them now, you know? And
I'm chilling on the year. I think I'm done for the year because I went too ham this year.
I'm in the spirit of selling. So when I go home, I'm going to take all the joints that are sellable out of my shit. I'm either going to put them on StockX or I'm going to put them on Poshmark, like the used ones, because I got to get that shit out of there. Last time I was home, I was like, man, these are just going to sit here forever and they're not doing shit. I might as well get some like holiday bread out of this because like people are going to want some shoes for the holiday, even if it is off Poshmark, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting because I feel like it definitely does not feel like the holidays because everyone looks forward to a Black Friday deal or Black Friday. But this year with the pandemic, people are hurting financially. People are not like truly looking forward to Black, and then everything's online. And I feel like all year has been Black Friday sales.
They already started some Black Friday sales, which is crazy.
And when I say Black Friday sales, I mean most merchants have been giving, 30-40% off deals. Yeah. Things have been on sale all year. When people were getting their stimulus checks and they were getting, $600 a week, people were legit. There was all these merchants were just dropping shit and just giving people deals. So with that being said, I think Rob's holding up a pair of LeBron. What are those? 11s, 12, 11s,
11s.
LeBron 11s. Yeah. The big I guess Jordan brand Black Friday event is obviously the Fire Red 4s, which they did a shock drop on a couple weeks ago. Rob, you said you were able to get a pair, right?
First time I hit on the sneakers app.
First time? That's the one?
First time.
Wow.
How many shots did you take before you got that one in?
See, the thing was I was real bougie. This is probably the most general thing that I've tried to get on there. But I've definitely this year I tried to get the Ben & Jerry's. I tried to get the Viotechs. I tried to get the 2 pair of Space Hippies. I tried to get, but Fear Gods, I only the super hype stuff have I ever tried to get on sneakers. Travis Scott's.
The usual.
The stuff that most people take losses on anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when you got, how do you like the Fire Red 4s? Do you like the quality? Is it a good shoe? What's up?
Any picture I've seen of the 89 version with bad quality, so I appreciate the quality on these because it's like, they always, the original, even on Jordan's feet, they look messed up. So they supposed to look messed. That's how they supposed to look. The tongue's supposed to look a little weird. Yeah. They're supposed to look wrong. They didn't do them right the first time. So it's a retro of a shoe that they didn't do right the first time.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, Rob, are you like Chris and Luke were saying they're going to try to sell stuff? Rob, are you going to sell anything for like the holiday season? Or are you trying to like flip some pairs?
I'm not selling anything until I'm in trouble. So I'm straight right now. So I'm just gonna now I'm keeping some stuff DS because that time might come. But I'm rocking most of the stuff. But some stuff I'm keeping, dead stock.
Mm-hmm.
I think the one thing I'm going to shoot for, the last thing for this year. Actually, I don't even remember when the release date is or if they even came out. But there's those Adapt 11s. I'm into those.
You're into the Adapt 11s.
Yeah, the auto lacing 11s. I like that shit. I mean, you guys know, like on design nerd shit, I always like when they mess around. Now, like the hyper adapts, like the first ones, those really weren't for me. Those were a little too like, runner speed, like, fast or whatever. But now that they applied that shit to a shoe that I already like, I'm like, all right, I'll give this a shot. Even if it's like $400, I'll take a shot at it.
Interesting. I don't know, bro. I saw a preview video of like them with the lacing system.
Yeah.
That wiring on a Jordan looks like it would be very uncomfortable, honestly. Like I've heard complaints about it already.
Well, have any of you guys ever tried a pair of Adapts on?
I have not.
No, you have though.
I have. One of the most heavy shoes I've ever attempted to put on. It's the motor. It's like very. I've tried on the Adapt ones, which they weren't as bad, but the second Adapts that just came out, that the ones that were like, I think 350 or 400, like it's too heavy, man. Too uncomfortable to play basketball in.
No. But think about how much faster you'd be in a regular pair of shoes after playing in the Adapt.
That's true. They're trainers.
Trainers,
yeah.
bro.
You
play in the Adapts, and then you throw on some countdown pack 11s after that, bro, and then you super light.
Like lightning, bro. You're just running around on the court.
Imagine going from Adapts to Chuck Taylors or something like that.
You'd be the fastest motherfucker alive.
Yeah, man. So I wanted to ask Luke, because I know we were talking about this earlier, and I feel like resale prices are definitely, to me, coming down on certain things. Especially I've noticed on like SBs, certain SBs, it's definitely coming down. I feel like Nike and also other retailers are doing such a good job at pumping out. So if a shoe comes out in April or came out in April, they've restocked a few times, I think, bringing down the price. So it makes me wonder, and you said something, you were like, well, maybe I'll start reselling shit after we get the next stimulus.
Yeah, because I was saying, like, we noticed, like, it's weird because it's a holiday season, but we're also in a pandemic, and we're sitting in, like, this kind of this bubble where we don't know if we're going to go back into quarantine. We probably are, So I think a lot of people are like hesitant to spend money right now. But if we get another stimulus from the government, everything's going to shoot back up, I think. And I don't think that's that crazy to think about.
No, you're not wrong, but I don't know. It's hard for me to call that. Rob, what do you think, man?
Well, I was going to say it depends on how much money it is. If it's another $1,200, then yeah, maybe. But if we're just getting like a little chump, like $300, not that $300 is chump. Like I'm appreciate anything anybody gives me as far as money. But like I don't think it's going to go that much because a lot of the shoes you can only get for 4 figures. The ones you're talking about.
Right.
I think it depends on what it is. So like the Dunks was super going crazy, right?
Yeah.
But now they done put out so many Dunks that the Dunk hype is dying.
I don't think it's dying. I definitely don't think it's dying. I think it's just the market's saturated.
It's slowing down. It's
going to start slowing down even more next year because there's mad Dunks coming out next year.
And I think some of those like Dunk lows, it was perfect timing because it was the beginning of spring. People were in the house, and now, like, yeah, those things are not gonna be as hype.
Well, a lot of these seem to be in the like high 200s, which compared to when they first came out, and so I mean, some of these obviously are going to be more than others.
They were going crazy before.
Yeah, wild.
Yeah.
That shit was bananas.
Yeah, we saw Strange Loves jump from like 400 to like 900 overnight almost.
Mm-hmm.
We saw. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't know of anything that's slated to come out that's super hype.
Supreme.
Yeah, the Supreme Dunks.
Supreme Dunks is going to be the test right there
Yeah.
in 2021.
What do those look like?
They're,
They look like the old ones, but they
Yeah.
got the new colors and the
And
yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be the big test.
But with the merger, you know what I'm saying? Is the Supreme hype gonna be what it was?
Oh no, I think they'll still be because of the history behind the highs. I think it's not it's not going to go anywhere. He said it to his Supreme microphone.
As he said it into the Supreme microphone.
That Supreme hype ain't going nowhere, at least for a while. So like they got 12 stores they're going to give out, right? So you were saying before we locked in that you were hoping Atlanta gets one. It wouldn't make sense for me that you guys wouldn't get one.
It don't make sense if you open in 12, Atlanta got to get one.
Yeah.
Atlanta got to get a Supreme store. They got to have a collab with 3 Stacks. They got to have
photo tee.
They got to have the furry pants. Got to. They got to have the come on, man. They got to have the camera, the Polaroid camera. Polaroid X Supreme X Outcast. That's happening.
Triple label.
Rob, there's a conspiracy in our Discord that a bunch of people listen to this podcast and steal our ideas. So we'll know this is the thing. If they get a store in Atlanta and all that shit comes true, then that's when we'll know.
It's cemented. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the first one to say it. I might become a journalist. I might just be like, yeah, I broke the store. You know what I'm saying? I'll figure out a way to profit. If they take my idea, I'll figure out a way to, you know what I'm saying? I'll screen, grab this, put it up and be like, yo, this my resume is right there, speaks for itself. All them flutes y'all saw, that's because Outkast and Supreme flutes. You know what I mean?
Actually, so wait, this is another interesting topic though. So like, where do you think these 12 stores are going to go?
There's probably going to be another one in New York.
No, we got 2 already. Where are they going to put them? Uptown?
Who knows?
Queens, baby. Queens get the money.
No, Queens is getting
Vegas,
nothing.
I could see a Supreme in Vegas.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
They must be talking worldwide. I don't remember if they said it was going to be only within the States or not, those 12. But worldwide, that would make more sense.
Do they have one in Abu Dhabi?
London.
Milan caught one already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do they have one in Paris?
I don't know now. Wait, let me see. Cover me. I'll try to see where all the stores.
A Supreme Philippines.
Chicago.
Wait, where you guys
dangerous?
Where you guys getting 12 stores from? I don't get where you.
There was an article about when VF bought saying that they're not going to do anything with it other than open more stores, and 12 was the number that was.
No, 12 was the number that they had.
We're not going to do anything.
12 is the number that they have.
12 more stores. Is that not crazy? Is that not crazy?
12 is the number of stores they have.
These people started in '94. Online shops started in 2000. They ain't had no online store until 2008. And if you call them asking them to send you stuff and you was in Atlanta and be like, hey, can you guys send me like a book bag, like I'll pay you, blah, blah, blah. They'd be like, no, and hang up the phone.
Oh, at least they'd pick up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they don't.
Well, Lawrence, you actually might be right. Maybe I put the 12 and then they're going to open new stores together.
No, they're not. There's no way that you open 12 stores like that.
I better say 12 stores. You might have a store in Birmingham. You might have a store. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
DC.
That's what I'm gonna say. That's like a Zoomies type operation at this point. If you open 12 stores,
it ain't Zoomies.
Still not Zoomies.
I know it's not Zoom, but I'm just saying, like you're not gonna dilute the brand that much to 12 new stores.
But this is what I'm saying. Even if they did open 12 stores, they can open 20 more stores as long as they keep the quantity as low as it is. and do the consistent drops with that small amount of quantity, they're not going to die. They can open 30 more stores and then just distribute that amount to 20 teas or whatever each one. Rob, don't shake your head. You know exactly what I'm talking about. If it's that limited still, the hype's not dying. It's just more accessible to more people in other places vertically.
Yeah, that's what kills the hype.
Not if there's only like X amount of shirts. The hype is from the quantity.
You still have to make more shirts, bro. Like, because there's more physical allocations.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. No, you don't.
Yes,
no, but that would mean that you have to take
all you
them
would
from
need
other
is
stores.
a couple bombs. If you had a couple bombs, which gives you a ton of inventory, like say you open Guilt and you see Supreme on there, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah, but they have bombs all the time and it still sells out.
Huh?
They bomb all the time and it still sells out.
Exactly. But if you start making more stores,
yeah, that's the thing. I mean, when you walk into Supreme, there's really nothing there. You know what I'm saying? Like the online shop sells out in 5 minutes. You know, that's what the allure of it is. So you adding 12 or you even add, I mean, yeah, I say another store or two, within the next few years, dope. Okay, fine. But you can't add too many more stores, bro. You just can't.
Supreme and Vapor are two brands that have a touristy element to their flagship stores.
That's true.
So if people don't feel like they have to travel to New York to get it, then that's going to take away from that traffic that just like, I will buy whatever. I just need to leave here with something that says Supreme. I need that bag. I need that white bag with that box logo. I need something with a box logo. I need something that says Supreme before I leave to say, hey, I went to New York and cop something.
And I want to add on what Rob is saying, because I remember when Bait was, it was the allure of it was so, there were no physical stores, in the US. And I remember, I think it was around 2004-ish that the Bape store opened in New York. And that, that was like, oh my God, now I have access to this brand.
Yeah.
So and for us in Atlanta, it was like, if you ain't get it from New York, it ain't real. Take it off. If you ain't get it from New York, then you ain't get it.
No, okay. You guys are kind of turning me. I was pretty confident what I said, but not when you bring the tourist part, like you got to get it because when you go. All right, I'm turning around on that. That makes sense to me.
Because the tourists clean the store out.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing, like, they're the things that people want, but, the store, like, to maintain business, the whole time is because people travel and they, like, they get stuff.
Yeah. Yep. All
right, yeah.
I want to talk about this because it's happening this week, and I was really I wasn't like pissed, but I was like, wow, Cactus Plant flea market, they did their Swarovski dunks, and obviously, I was going for the resale, but obviously when you do the crystals on anything, it raises the price. The retail was $550, and it was only open via raffle. And it's so when you say, Rob, when you say the hype on dunks are like, dude, it's still fucking.
I don't know, man. I remember when a Swarovski crystal BBC shirt was $500. This is a whole shoe.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. But yeah, even with the orange label stuff, like the Atlas collab and I got those, like, they're going down in price. They were like $800 when they first came out. Now they're like $450.
I'm not saying it's dead. I'm just saying it's going down. Dying might have sounded extreme, but I'm just saying that it's going down.
It definitely is.
What was the retail? What was the original retail on these?
$550.
$550. And now they're going for $17. But honestly, when you gonna wear these?
Oh, I wasn't gonna wear them.
Oh,
but
bro, no, this is one you just wear whatever. You can wear this with anything, especially the white one.
But you're not wearing this with anything because them crystals not staying on.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's
I think if
like
you're wearing them, you're not really worried if they're gonna
award.
fall off or not.
Yeah, I think you make a decision at that point.
If you're not wearing these at an award show, then where else would you wear them?
Vegas,
Grocery store.
but the bodega.
I'm not. I would not feel comfortable in a bodega wearing these.
They might not serve you, bro. They really won't.
I mean, I don't think I'd feel comfortable wearing these in general just because of how loud they are. But I mean, this is not something I think that you try to coordinate too well. These are gonna pop no matter what you're wearing. You could be wearing like a Swarovski, anything else all over you, and these are still gonna pop.
The thing about the Swarovski crystals is, like, when you see a bunch of them together, you could just like go to Michael's, and I feel like you could do this shoe if you just got them little things like we used to put on art projects and stuff. I feel like you could do this yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised that the green one's doing better than the white one.
I'm not surprised at all.
I'm not surprised at all either.
They should have did one where they take two different colors or multiple colors and put them, or maybe that's what they'll do next. Man, I'm just giving away all the games today.
Buddy, that's our podcast. We just
we're driving the culture.
Yeah. Cause I'm like, they could have had like, you know what I'm saying? Like take like an old colorway or take like one of them Lotus colorways, you know what I'm saying? And then, but do it in crystals, like the eBay colorway, but like crystals.
Oh shit. I like
mean, they could literally crystalify any of the classic colors and then that's a home run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, Diamond. Somebody call up Nikki Diamonds right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the diamond dunks in the Swarovski, the cactus plant, diamond supply, Travis Scott dunk.
Oh my God!
Why is Travis involved? No, I want these switches forward.
He has to be involved, Rob.
I want the culture to move forward, right?
Yeah,
and my swooshes.
A reversed Swarovski diamond dunk.
Oh no, dude. Come on, man. They're going to take that idea, and then you're going to be like, why are they doing this? It's because we already went over this, man. They listened
made this song with all the ice up on my shoe.
Woo! Oh, fuck. I don't know where to go from here.
I know where to go. Do you want to talk about that show's final episode?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we got to it. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally finished this damn show.
Oh, Rob.
I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it through. I couldn't do it.
Where'd we lose you?
They lost me on the first episode. They skipped the line. They supposed to be sneakerheads, but they skipped the line. It's like, come on, man.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Why are you bidding? Why are you bidding on all these shoes? And then these people become your friends. It's the same people that was bidding on all these boxes with one shoe in it. Why the hell would this be the crew I run with? And y'all was the same fools bidding on the same.
You have no idea how crazy it gets.
Space.
Yo,
like off the jump, it's like I would never mess with y'all again. If I see y'all in the streets, I'm laughing at you. Like, hey, even though I bought it, I'm like, nah, y'all whack.
Rob. So the last episode ended with them in Hong Kong getting arrested, and they had to get Jason Statham to bail them out.
What he got to do with sneakers?
Huh?
Jason Statham. Like Hobbs and Shaw, Jason Statham?
Yes.
The hell he got to do with sneakers?
He's not in the show. He's only mentioned by name.
Yeah.
If that makes you feel any better.
So it could have been anybody.
It could have been anybody. They could have. Also, Baron Davis was on the plane with them too. Actual Baron Davis, and they chose to go with Jason Statham.
It's always gonna be actual Baron Davis. I don't know if y'all
watch. Yo, Rob,
let me chill. Wait, yeah.
Yo, Rob, there's an episode where actual Paul Pierce actual Michael Rappaport and actual somebody else. Oh no, and not Mark Wahlberg play tennis.
Yes. They all play tennis together.
And Mark, not Wahlberg, is wearing the Oregon Force. And the whole thing they're trying to do is get him to lose so he'll give away the shoes.
Come on, man. I ain't even like Paul Pierce shoes when he was hooping great. He would make a great three and his shoes would look terrible.
So you had Little Rel in the last episode. You had Jason Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lot of
All right.
A lot of cameos.
Did Jason Mark play like a janitor, or was he like a window wiper? Or
No,
like
he plays himself.
He
cleans stuff?
Yeah, he plays himself.
Plays himself.
Okay.
So, Rob, you remember that the premise of the show ended up being they had to find the Jordan Zeros.
What?
So the whole like adventure part of the show is
the Jordan Zeros.
Yeah, the dude Devin and King Bach have to go find the legendary Jordan Zeros.
The ships?
No, not even the ships.
Not even the ships.
The Jordan Zero.
The Jordan.
These are some Westbrooks?
No.
These
They're
those
Jordan Zeros.
28s to say why not all over them? Are those the Jordan Zeros?
We don't get a close up on them, but they basically look like SBs.
Well, I mean, they in the last episode, Rob. Should we not talk about this, or do you want to watch now?
You can't spoil something I don't want to see.
Okay, cool. So they end up finding. So basically, dude, all right, they went to Hong Kong to find the Jordan Zeros because the guy who has the Zeros is allegedly a big NSYNC fan, and they had a concert in Hong Kong, so they were going to go. I'm not making this shit up.
He's not making it up.
Justin Timberlake was Justin Timberlake there with them whack swooshes on the threes.
Oh, no.
You already know how I feel about that.
I know, bro. I can't.
Oh, so what happens? Oh, so King Bach trades his customized sneakers, the shoes that he customized himself, for the Jordan Zeros, and then they get them and they bring them back home to to like some sneakerhead guy who said he would trade his entire collection for a pair of these Zeros.
After Jason Statham breaks him out of Hong Kong prison.
After Jason
All
Statham.
these for $5,000?
Yeah, exactly. All of
Mhm.
these for a pair of white cement fours, honestly. That's
So we saw the shoe that allegedly is the Zero. I don't know what shoe that technically is. It looks like some Vandals, to be honest. But like, what do you guys think of the shoe that they are calling the Zero?
I mean, it doesn't need to be made. That's what I think. It didn't need to be made. There's enough grailed shoes. Just make it about the mags. Just make it about the mags.
Also, you know what? Now that Rob mentioned the $5,000, they never resolve the $5,000 that the dude spent.
No.
Well,
No,
he said
yeah, the
he
whole
told
show.
he told his wife that he's gonna get a job to pay the money back, basically.
Okay, after he committed fraud.
Right, that's correct.
Because they told the credit card company that they didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
And he could have framed one of the other people had they not been his friend.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Oh, and then like the goofy white kid ends up with the girl that knows all the sneaker people.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
saw
like a
that
little-
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else happened? The Asian kid from the beginning was a piece of shit the whole
Yep.
time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Consistently was a
Okay.
piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
I just can't imagine Jason Mark getting the script for the show and then like being okay. When they were treating it like it was an operation. So Rob, the Asian dude spills like this like spinach juice on the Zeros. So they go to Jason Mark to see if he could fix it, and they treat it like it's an operation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's like a waiting room, and he's like, "Oh, are the shoes okay?" He's like, "Oh, it's a little touch and go there for a second."
You
Yo,
know
how are
Jason Mark didn't get the whole script. You know that. You
No.
know Jason Mark just got his part.
Jason
Of
Mark was
course.
just like, "People are gonna know what you look like."
Mhm.
Ah.
Also, that was the first time I ever seen Jason Mark.
There you go.
Same.
Also, I had a homeboy. I told him to go to Jason Mark, go to the flagship store to get some shoes clean, and I don't know. They did not look that different when he got them back.
I don't. That's another discussion altogether. Does any of that shit really work?
Rejuvenator is pretty good. Nothing works better than the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser.
Yeah.
I don't know what that stuff is made out of. I don't know if it's good for your health or your shoes, but
the OxyClean spray too.
You said what?
The OxyClean spray is good too. If you use the spray, not like the shit that the powder or whatever, but if you spray and dab on whatever it is, it'll fix it.
Oh, R.I.P. Billy Mays, man.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Oof.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he makes up with his wife, who finds out about the sneaker thing, and then that's it. I think that's the whole show.
Well, there was a Marvel-like post credit. Did you guys see that?
Of what?
Why are you waiting around Netflix?
It wasn't completely after the credits.
To make you watch something.
You're talking about King Bach breaking down the sneaker or something?
Yeah, King Bach went to some. Yeah, he went to like some shit, and he's like taking it apart, leaving it open for a season 2.
Yeah, he was like, season 2 is gonna be around King Batch customizing the zeros that we just spent 6 episodes looking for.
So he basically about to Virgil Abloh it. That's basically what he about to Virgil.
He about to Warren Lotus this shit.
Yeah,
he about to Virgil this shit. Wow.
He's gonna be coming out going like, I cut a hole in it.
Because when I hit Google image on Jordan 0, it just shows me the worst Jordans. It's just like, oh, you want to look at a bunch of Dub Zeros? Or you want to look at some Why Not 2.0s? Or you want to look at, like, it's everything but whatever y'all talking about.
Yeah, these are the. I'll put it up. This is a wild fucking Google search. Yeah, these are all fucking Jordan misses right here, baby. This might have well been in the fucking Jordan Zeros.
Literally any of these.
It would have been funny if they put like the Jordan Zeros was really some Jordans that everybody forgot about, like they were just some T runners.
I thought it was going to be like some like anime shit where it was like, it's not about the prize, it's about the journey, the friends that you make along the way.
Yeah, they could have did it where you open a box, glow on the face, sound effect, but you never see the shoes. You know, the fact that they showed you the shoes shows that they really all over the place with that.
Yeah, they could have really Pulp Fictioned, but they didn't. They just gave you the worst looking shoe.
And then somebody said this line. Somebody sat in a room and wrote this line. They said, "Hey, do you think they'll make a TV show about us?" No, nobody wants to watch a sneakerhead show.
Oh yeah, that was.
And that's right. That is the truth.
And it wasn't.
I think we're the only watchers.
A sneakerhead show. It's called Seinfeld. It's called The Fresh Prince. It's called The King of Queens.
Facts.
Like, come on, man.
That's true.
Your whole life is not just about getting sneakers. You get sneakers and then you just, do your whole life.
Yeah. But I feel like it. But this is what's so crazy. Like everyone wants to be part of the culture. Everyone wants to be part of this whole. I'm a sneakerhead and I'm this and that, and it's like that's where we're at right now with this shit. So.
Yeah, if you want to consistently miss out on things you like, then join up. It's a great time.
Sign your ass up.
Yeah, I would. I had for the longest said I was gonna make a script for a movie called The Hunt for Red Octobers, but then some stuff happened, and I don't know if I feel the same way about that, but I felt like that would have been a good like stoner comedy type thing.
Yes.
We've been half joking, half serious about writing our own show.
Yeah.
I think we at some point we need to. When life's a little more normal, we can get in a room, we can kick around some actual ideas. Rob, you're invited, of course. Like, well, we should write something. At least put something down on paper.
I want to recreate the moment where L was when
the Red Octobers dropped.
I want to just like everything in the world just drops to the ground, like planes land, fucking basketballs land, like everything on the God's green earth, birds.
Yeah, I don't want to even talk about that day. It still bring. I don't even like talking about that day, to be honest with you. It's like so. It pisses me off so much. So
Rob, where were you when you found out the Red Octobers dropped?
I was headed to go shoot some Vine videos.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
that is a vintage.
It was a
wow.
group of guys in Atlanta. They would do Vines. B Dot, that Brandon Armstrong. He does like all the basketball impressions. DC Young Fly used to be over there. Like it was like a bunch of guys in Atlanta. But like when I got there, they were like, "Oh man, the Red Octobers just dropped on Nike.com." I was like, "Man, no way!" You know what I'm saying? And then I like looked on my computer, and the tweet was like, it said like 34 minutes ago, and I was just like, as someone who just used to go to Nike.com and type Yeezy in there like every day in the search just to see if something would pop up.
Yeah.
Ever since they dropped them in like 2009, it was just like, oh, okay, well, they did it once before, maybe they'll do it again. Like that whole summer, the whole summer, every day at some point I was like, well, let me see, back on here. Like, I knew I had the product number. I put the product number in. Nope, it's still not there. All right, it might come back. It might.
Fucking funny.
They say Rob still checks every morning to this day.
Come on, man.
He just checks more places now. He checks
the sneakers that
sneakers.
won't even let me put that as one of my favorites. It's like, come on, man.
You're not getting these.
What a fucking day.
Because that's before they even had us on these apps. Ye got us on the apps. When Ye went to Adidas, then it was like, oh, the Adidas
confirmed
app. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be the future. We gonna finally get our shoes. Nope.
Well, it's funny. They both were released around the same exact time.
Yeah.
All-Star Weekend 2015. That was when they both really were out, and it's been apps since, man. So.
Hey man, you gotta believe, man.
You definitely do.
Gotta believe.
I think we're at a point where we can start to dismount here, right?
Yeah.
I think we could, man.
Yeah. What do you got, Rob? Oh, there he is. He got the ones.
Eventually, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get them new. Some life was lived in these, but hey,
those look like not bad condition though.
Yeah,
they're not bad condition, but I also don't feel bad about wearing them. I've worn them on the plane. I've worn them, in a casino before.
Actually, real quick, Rob, just because you and I off mic were kicking it one night, and you talked about you don't like wearing your shoes, some of like the specialty shit out, like the Travises, like because you didn't want to explain them. You know what I mean?
Well, I wear the Travises, but I don't wear them all the time.
What were you saying? Because you were like, yeah, I just don't want people to like ask me questions and then like.
No, yeah, I don't like talking about my shoes.
Rob's the one sneakerhead that is like, yo, yeah, don't talk to me about my shit.
Yeah.
No, don't talk to me about it.
I was thinking about that after. I'm like, dude, you're the one guy who wants the hype shit. That's like, yo, don't even compliment me.
I mean, talk to some other people about it. Don't talk to me about it. Don't bring it to me. That's how it was when I first seen Deloach. He had on the Lance Mountains. I was like, it'd be lame as hell if I came up to this complete stranger. Like, oh man, you got the Lance Mountains. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? What if I scratch them off right now? Like yo, get out of here. Get out of my face. You know what I'm saying? I didn't tell him till I knew him. You know what I'm saying? After we had a good conversation, I was like, yeah, I see you a while back. You had the Lance Mountains on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I wasn't going to bring it to him at first. You know what I'm saying? I'm new to the city. That'd be the worst. Next thing I know, every show's like, yeah, that's that weird kid. He came up to me talking crazy.
Talking about my Lance Mountains.
Oh, man.
Oh, your new nickname is Loach Mountain, dog.
Oh, that's funny, man.
Oh, shit.
You still about that kombucha life?
Of course, bro. That's,
Okay.
man. I'm definitely about that life, man.
Yo, he has that shit with breakfast.
Yeah, I do, man. I love kombucha. That's my shit, man.
When he gets drunk, he drinks hard kombucha. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm a kombucha guy.
What's hard kombucha?
It's got more booze in it.
Yeah, it got more booze in it. It's like
Okay.
a beer.
Get that 6% in there, you know?
Yeah.
Like a White Claw.
Yeah. So
Averaging about 4 yoga mats right now.
yeah. So you already know. I love that shit, man.
Well, Rob, thanks for coming in and hopping by, you know, hanging out with us for a little while. You got any last thoughts before we do our little wrap up here?
Like, I don't know if anybody got help for people who like just cop random stuff for no reason, then I really need that. Like, if there's any like kind of way to get out of the game, that's what I need. I bought a Bape Fresh Prince hat yesterday, and I don't really know, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know when a 30-something-year-old person's supposed to wear a Bape camo Fresh Prince hat.
Bro, you got to get into the late night. You got to get into the late night
Next
so you can wear it.
I'll wear the Bape and Fresh Prince collect. But I seen it and I was like, I got to do it.
Yeah.
I was like,
The Baby Milo hat?
Huh?
The Baby Milo hat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah.
But how am I going to do it?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think I have anything in my closet that color yellow.
Yeah. We one day do have to talk about how we just buy shit even though there was no reason, that we have nothing to match. There's just that feeling of like, damn, I got to have that.
Yep.
That's for another time. So thank you again, Rob. Everyone follow Rob at Rob Haze. That's all your social media is at HAZE, right?
No, my Twitter is Robert is the man.
That's right. So Robert is the man on Twitter.
Tweet at Rob Haze and harass him because he won't give me the username. The man tweets once a year. Like, it's like, oh yeah, my dog did something else, you know. I'll tweet again next year. So yeah, if you got some spare time, harass that dude. Try to give me my username.
Bro, that's like me. I'm trying to get this dude named Kombucha Poppy to give me.
There's another Kombucha Poppy.
Rob, you had called me Kombucha Poppy back in the days.
In the phrase, yeah.
And I remember Rob had called, and I was like, let me check this shit out on the gram, and then fucking Kombucha Poppy is a guy, and I messaged him. I'm like, bro, like you, like same thing. You don't tweet. You don't post pictures on Instagram. Like, you don't do it. Can I have Kombucha Poppy? And he just won't give it to me.
Yo, I'm looking at this dude right now. Hold on. He's 7 posts.
Another dude named Rob Haze, but it's like Rob Haze 1 or something on Instagram. And he was like, man, all these people think I'm you. And I was like, hey, man, I've been Rob Haze since the beginning of Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get mad at me. Like, I post.
Imagine if Kombucha Poppy's like not trying to be funny, like dead or some shit, and I'm like tweeting at him, and I'm like, "Yo, bro, I want that fucking name."
You're tweeting at a ghost.
The last time he posted was 2013.
Yeah,
Who?
and that's
Kombucha Poppy.
Oh, so Drake made his name Champagne Poppy. He got Kombucha Poppy, and then he just forgot his passport.
Yeah,
he can't even give it to you if he wanted to because he don't remember how to give it.
Lawrence, I like how you do follow him though.
Yeah, I do
you
follow
give him the respect just on his name.
Hey, the minute Kombucha Poppy puts his location on, it's a wrap.
It's over, man.
Lawrence gonna pull up here like, yo, I got some yoga mats for you right now.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like, yo, I want Kombucha Poppy, yo. That's
all right. So we got a couple to dos here. So harass not only Rob Haze on Twitter, but Kombucha Poppy on Instagram. You can follow Luke at Trevisus on all platforms. Lawrence at LZD325 on all platforms. Me at Not That Cheney on all platforms. And then on the podcast Instagram, we got an email that you could email us, and there's a phone number you could leave a voicemail or text. So you got plenty of options to hit us up. Throw some questions at us. We'll answer them on air. And join the Discord. Discord is the spot right now.
Discord's popping. Also, I think it's time for us to announce the winner.
Oh, that's right. So we had a contest. What's this chick's name? Hold up.
Whoa.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, first
Let's talk about what we're giving away, Chris.
Oh yeah, all right. You take it away, Luke. I already fucked it up.
So we are doing a We are doing a promotion with Do or Die, a company, an Instagram account that does like specializations in acid washed Nike wear, which is pretty fun. We did a little following thing, and we had a bunch of submissions come in. We did a random number generator for every single person in there. We did have a couple bumps in the road because some people didn't follow all the rules. Some of the followers were not all the same, right?
Yep.
What the fuck, guys? Come on, read
It's
the
okay
rules.
though. It's all right.
It's all right. It's all right because we got a winner, and our winner is at Camille Andrea XO. So congrats to Camille.
Congrats, Camille.
Congrats. We're gonna get in contact with you, and we're gonna figure out like your sizing and where we're gonna ship it to you.
And also consider with the holidays coming up. This dude's a local dude in Seattle. He does all the shit by hand. If you want a good, thoughtful gift made by a person by hand, he's a great option.
Yeah, support small businesses, everybody.
How you spell Do or Die?
D0ORDY3. Great call out, Rob. Actually, proper way to shout the dude out.
Well, I couldn't find it. I was trying to see what he does. So yeah, follow. All right. Oh, dope.
Yeah, he's good. He's got some great shit. And it's nice to be able to have someone in Seattle connect with us over here. So you basically got a coast to coast fucking little collaborative giveaway here.
There you go.
And that's it. All right, so we'll talk to you guys next week. And yeah, fucking have a good week, all right?
Peace.
Peace.